Live from Asia, Europe, and the United States, this is CNBC's Worldwide Exchange.
Well, coming up next here on Worldwide Exchange, we'll head back out live to Munich for the latest for the Digital Live Design event, where we'll ask, are you LinkedIn? We've got an interview with the CEO of a social networking site designed for the business world. Stay with us. Well, still to come, we will continue to look at the business world of social networking, the craze with a website called LinkedIn. After the break, we'll be hearing from the CEO about all the hype. Tell us what you think about social networking sites. Give us your view, give us your insights. Email us, the address worldwide@cnbc.com. Well, it's 42 minutes past the hour. This is CNBC's Worldwide Exchange.
Let's get straight back out to Patricia Salvas, who's standing by live at the Digital Life Design Conference in Munich. Hello again, Patricia.
Hi there, Rebecca. Well, back in the 60s, a psychologist called Stanley Milgram actually formulated the 6 degrees of separation. That actually means that it needs 6 steps or 6 people to get to any person you pick and choose around the globe. He formulated this simply because he wanted to show us how small our world really is. But the realization of this 6-step approach actually only happened with a networking site, the social networking site on the web. And of course, I talked earlier on to one of the faces behind LinkedIn, and he is the founder. His name is Reid Hoffman. And I asked him about what LinkedIn actually is and what it is used for.
Well, so it's used for a wide variety of things. Most people, when they initially encounter LinkedIn, think that it's useful for job searching or hiring, those sort of things. And of course, it's very useful for that. But we actually have hedge funds who seek out experts on it. We have business development people who get connections to companies. We have people who, everyday professionals, who when they're solving a problem, either ask a question on LinkedIn through this service called Answers, or they actually search out other professionals who do similar things. So it's actually a very wide-ranging set of activities. And when we've done surveys of our subscribers, we've actually found that only about 30% of them are actually recruiters. The other 70% are actually a wide variety of other functions, everything from these hedge fund people to everyday professionals, that sort of thing.
What about the business aspect? If I was a professional person, do I actually get my job placement quicker? Do I get my business done quicker because of LinkedIn?
Well, certainly you get your business done quicker because the idea is, like, for example, say you wanted to make a connection to a company, or, for example, as a journalist, you wanted to find someone who had recently left Yahoo to ask them what the current situation at Yahoo is. LinkedIn enables you to find that person quickly, right? So, for example, if you were looking for a job at Yahoo, you could find out if there was someone who was in the group that you were applying for, and you could reach them on a personal referral basis. If you're looking for an expert, you say, oh, well, actually, I'm 2 degrees away from this person. I'll ask the person I know, hey, is this person really good at this? Say, for example, new developments in open source, and they say, oh, yeah, this person's expert. And then you go talk to them, okay, this is the questions I have. Can you help me with them?
I've had quite a few interviews this morning, and one message I felt came across was, we live in a digital world, fair enough. Sites like yours is a good site to keep in touch, to create connection, but the actual business is not done in a digital way.
Yep, we absolutely agree. Because the whole point of LinkedIn is actually to facilitate meeting people, but to talk to them in real time. Right? So, for example, like Facebook, for example, has a messaging system where you can message each other. We actually don't have a messaging system. Our thing is facilitating an actual introduction so that people can either talk to each other on the phone, meet in person, because that's in fact how business is done.
Yeah. Sir Martin Sorrell, of course, the boss of WPP, said that he actually worries about geography. And he says that a lot of people come online in, of course, the BRIC countries and the N11, as he calls them, so Russia, South America, other emerging countries. Can you see these kind of trends actually thanks to LinkedIn? Can you actually ascertain what's happening globally when it comes to moving professionals?
Well, we clearly got a fairly good data stream because we have 18 million people, and actually we get, for example, we know like what percentage of people who work at IBM have PhDs, and we know if that trends up or down, that sort of thing, because we have so many people as part of the network. Whether or not we get the full global perspective, I'm not sure, right? Because we tend to be, at the moment we're only in English, although we're in the process of localizing other languages. Although despite that, 9 million of our 18 million people are outside of the US. And so we get a good pattern of seeing a lot of different activity, but I don't know if we get the full global reach yet.
What about control when it comes to the actual data people put in?
Yep. Well, our belief is that individuals have control over their own data. So what's represented about you when you're in LinkedIn is only what you put in, and you can delete it if you want to, right? So we believe that, in fact, actually, there's going to be information about everyone online. So there is already. It gets published through a blog, someone writes about you, that sort of thing. So the question is, what we try to do is enable you to present what you want to have presented about yourself when someone searches for you. And so we both allow you to put that data within LinkedIn, and then if you want, you can actually publish it to the public profile, and we actually take that public profile and try to get it in Google and Yahoo and the other search engines. And we actually do a fairly good job of that. So again, like when someone searches for you, they find what you want them to see.
Well, that was Reid Hoffman from LinkedIn. He's the founder, of course, and I think the most amazing part of that conversation was what he said about whether, connecting is only going to be online, digitally done in the future. And of course, here the message is anything that is routine, anything is with regards to getting in touch or keeping in touch is going to be online, but real relationships and real business is still be done with Tuchfühlung, i.e. face-to-face and not via Facebook, for example. And I think this is why conferences such as DLD or even Davos, which starts in a couple of days' time, are going to be so crucial and will keep being so crucial. Becky?
Thanks for that, Patricia. Lots of potential clearly in that industry. Well, up next, how can you make